How'd you sleep?
I slept nice since the air mattress didn't deflate last night.
It didn't deflate, huh?
Actually, I slept really good.
So, pretty awesome campground. North Carolina, Deep Creek, just on the edge of the National Forest. So basically, if you go hike from here, go Clingman's Dome, you go to hike all the way back into Tennessee, drop down, you go to Elkmont, we can hike it anywhere from here. Pretty awesome. Came down through the Dragon, Fontana Dam, very windy. I don't suggest that for anyone that gets car sick. But beautiful drive, absolutely beautiful drive. Learned a bunch at Fontana, which we'll come back to. But yeah, so now we're gonna enjoy. Oh, look at this! It is so beautiful and perfect right now. We had a good night's sleep though. Air mattress didn't deflate, which is good. I think because it wasn't as cold, so that may have helped us out. But we're gonna eat some food here, and then we're gonna go explore today. All right, so Deep Creek. We're staying 2 nights, which is wild for us because usually we're overnight and back, just because we have so much going on and stuff. And this $60 a night for 2 nights, or $60 for 2 nights. $30 a night. Babs spontaneous, just like what went Tuesday, Wednesday, found the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Right here on the water, campsite 5. We walked around a little bit yesterday, did some hiking and stuff. You're just outside of Bryson City, which is fantastic. Like literally 5-10 minutes down the road. So if you ever need anything, you could go. But also, you do get 1 bar of service, which is kind of comforting for us, leaving the girls at home, or, you know, just from a safety standpoint, it's kind of nice to have that bar of service. Not for playing on the phones, because that's the last thing we want, is to worry about that kind of stuff, but at least from a safety standpoint, it's nice having that 1 bar in case someone needs to get a hold of us, whereas in Elkmont or any of the others, it's a dead zone. You don't get anything until you start driving back down the hill the next day and see what pops up on your phone and message-wise. So that's very nice. The only thing that I don't like is the way these campsites are set back here. You're set back from the parking, so you got to park up here, and then you have to carry your stuff down here to your campsite if you're on the water or something like that. I can get over it because it's a really nice area. That's a little bit of a bummer though, is the parking thing, just because if you do bring bear-proof stuff, or you know, you've got your food crates, and you do have to go put them back in your car just because you can't leave it out. Nobody leaves stuff out sitting at the tables just because there is so much bear activity right now. That's the last thing you want to do, is draw bears' attention to you in this area. So that's the only gripe so far to this place, but otherwise beautiful. What do you think?
I think it's beautiful.
You like it? I think this is a great spot. So right now we're just gonna get breakfast going, get some quick coffee in us, and then we'll kind of decide where we're gonna hike to. So many options over here. Don't know if we're gonna go big, stay small, stay local. You got a bunch of snacks for us.
Snacks on snacks.
Snacks for the bag. Oh, I just can't get over this place. No storms either. It's supposed to be storms all day today. Nothing anymore. Our little smokers.
They're good.
I haven't had them in a minute. When the girls were small, we used to always eat little Smokies. Like, they love these little things. That or Farmer Johnson sausage links. Those ones are good too. Bladder bag, ready to rock and roll. Like I said, lots of options. It just kind of depends how far we want to get into it, how much we want to kick our own butts. There's a lot of elevation gain, so it's a good hike. Like a 13 miler, it says about 5 hours, but I think you gain like 3,000. You gonna have the snack bag?
Snack bag.
So the bear's gonna attack you first?
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
You got a hat. Look at you.
Hat.
Remember the hat. Wear the hat, just in case for the ticks. We are going to do a, what, 3 miler?
3 miler.
3 miler. It's just a big loop around the area, and then there's a cemetery along the way too. And then we'll come back down here and we'll kind of hang out and enjoy the campsite area, which we rarely do. Maybe go in the little town and we'll just kind of explore. All right, so you got about 50 campsites down here in this little general area for tents. Up here you have RVs and generators up here. There's a group site down here at the very end before you cross the bridge over to the picnic area and parking area. But overall, I like it. It is not busy at all, which is weird because it looked like the whole place is booked out.
But then maybe because it did
Storms?
look like there was going to be storms.
But still, there's only 6, 7 campsites maybe out of the 50 used. So I'll take it because it's quiet then. This little loop is so awesome. It's 2.4 miles and you hit three little waterfalls. And this trail looks like this the entire way with exception to the between the second and the third. Little benches you could sit at, just sit here and soak all of this in. Like you could just sit here for hours and just soak this in.
Or if you have little kids, this is a perfect area.
Great spot for little kids.
You could play in the water where you could sit here and just enjoy it.
Yeah, perfect. It's just so, they've done this so right. You could just sit here and enjoy. So that was Palm Branch, there's Indian Creek, and then there's one more after that. So fishing is hands down the most popular thing up here, I think.
I think it is.
Trout fishing, fly fishing, just regular. I would love to have the patience for fly fishing.
Matt would be wearing the fishing
Be all strung around me.
and the tree.
Barely-
We'd have to cut him out.
Barely have enough patience for fishing as it is, but very cool seeing them all up here because I can still respect it that, you know, that's something someone likes to do and they just, what a spot for it. Would you say a mile?
We're at a mile.
So a mile back, you're already at your second fall. So Indian Creek Falls, you just follow that little trail. Another gorgeous falls, just to sit there and soak it all in. Then you can hop back on the trail. You got another mile to the next one, and then point 4, you're back to that parking lot. But again, perfect wide open road. So that tree, it's such a cool looking little flower. It's like a little cup, a little teacup. You just sip right out of it. It's such a pretty little flower. There's so many cool little, just throughout like this season, spring into summer, like there's different flowers that grow at different times, and they're just the craziest thing because they just pop out of nowhere suddenly. This one's kind of smooshed. Got you another flower, honey.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Open it. It fell before it was ready to bloom, it looks like. So those are gorgeous. We have one tree by the house, the tulip poplar. These blossoms are so cool when they're like ready to go. Obviously it looks like a tulip, but poplar trees are pretty cool. It just blows me away how well maintained this place is. Just all of this, just the work that goes into these trails, just to keep it a trail, to keep the water diverted over there so it doesn't wash out the trail. You think the animals like use the trails?
She went this way.
I think like they're like, look at this perfect path that's like created for me. I can use this to go down to the river. I don't have to forage through all this stuff. They probably don't, but I just want to hear this woodpecker again, man. Sound like a jackhammer. We had to stop back there because I heard the woodpecker and then heard something else like deep breathing. Wasn't quite sure what it was,
And we have seen a bear, not this trail.
But it was a person a little bit further down, thank goodness. I don't want to blow my whistle and have to get the heart rate up any more than it already is. You may just call it quits right there. Just drop dead.
Milo just passed out.
Just start throwing them granola bars. 6 months in prison or $5,000 if you feed wildlife. FYI. It's actually a tough choice to make. Do you throw a chewy bar at the bear, risk prison and a fine, or risk the bear taking your life? But also if you throw the chewy bar at the bear, they probably have to euthanize the bear once they find the bear. Just, am I sweating? I'm sweating.
I don't care if you're sweating, I just need... Is this the one you have to... Oh, it's already open.
How's that H2O, girl? I didn't even see him. I don't know how you saw him. Hey, mister. What's she doing? You take him back and cook him?
No.
No?
What would you get out of that?
It's like a little buffalo wild wing thing. So that's a trail that goes to the third waterfall. We're gonna climb a mountain, go see if we can find something hidden back here. Huh. Well, the trail to where we want to go keeps going this way. So I'm gonna say that tree fell recently. They just haven't got here to clean it. Take your time. Looks kind of uphill, Babs.
Considering we've already went from 695 to 764.
In just that little span?
Yeah. Oh, I lied, 772.
I ever said how much I love all trails. The fact that you can get it on your watch even, and you can see your exact route, and it beeps and tells you if you're off trail. We are absolutely spoiled with technology right now. A little boot. Look at that little boot right there. It's like a little cowboy boot. Give you a second. We gotta go up that.
We've already climbed 300 feet of elevation.
Just in that little span. Which, that's the thing, is like 300 feet doesn't seem like a lot, but when you figure it's only in like a little 0.5 of a mile, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
And then I gotta scale this thing.
Are you taking me to lunch?
I'll take you to lunch if we get out of here. You have to call a helicopter or something.
I'm gonna say that's why no one comes this way.
Hey, regardless of the line, you have plenty of opportunity to leave.
You lie way too often about things. Oh, it's one more corner. Just promise me it's this direction.
And here you are. You could turn around. You could do your own thing. You're a grown woman.
Well, we walked through the cemetery with 3 things.
Huh. Well, we made it. Huh. So, Violet, Theodore, and Guy. Huh. So we knew there was like a cemetery back here somewhere, so we hiked to it. But this is a little, I mean, we've hiked to some crazy cemeteries off the beaten path, and I mean, it's still wild to think 3 people were buried up here on the hilltop. But, whew, what a hike. I'm gonna go back down and we gotta read the history on this, because it's too weird that they be buried way up here. Because you ain't gonna carry dead bodies way up here. Up that thing. So did they live up here? Was there like a living space up here somewhere? It's since gone and been covered and they died up here? Or?
They bring them by horse.
I mean, you could bring it by horse, I guess, but still, that trail's insane. What we just went up. All right, we got quite the crowd of kids tubing, adults tubing.
I think the water's still a little low for tubing, it looks.
I think it'd be really low. Like, I feel like you'd hit your butt. Just like, I mean, there's some good parts.
You need those sticks from River Rat to like push yourself around the...
I think it said the actual season is Memorial Day. Weekend. So like Babs' birthday weekend through Labor Day, which makes sense. It's warmer.
That seems like a very short...
I guess it's summer though, you know.
Labor Day.
That's officially summer.
I guess. No, that's September.
So it was a good hike. What we do, almost 6 miles, you said?
We did 6 miles.
6 miles.
We'll have to post.
Can't find any. I cannot find any info on that cemetery for the Wiggins Cemetery. I don't know if you just. They had to have lived up there or something. I mean, it's a beautiful spot to be buried and live the rest of your eternal life, but.
We will have to post the elevation gain.
That was a lot. Overall, you had a positive elevation gain of 1,126. So that's a lot. We climbed pretty high. That's not what the 13 miler was going to be. We're going to really destroy ourselves, but glad we opted for that. So now, you want to go look around town, you said?
I do. I want to go check out.
We're going to go explore. We'll show you Bryson City.
I want to see what the little stores are right here, like tubing rentals and.
We couldn't really do it yesterday because of the rain. We had dinner.
think stuff closes early still.
Yeah.
Closer to the campground because it's not season
Yet.
technically.
We had dinner at Anthony's, fantastic Italian food. It's like $60 for all that food. It was great.
Fried raviolis were delicious.
So good. Smoky Mountain Railroad is right there, which is something we want to do. So we'll go look at that. We'll look around the little town and maybe go over to Cherokee. Cherokee's right here where they have a big casino Grandpa loves to go to.
We just want to see what's in these little towns.
This is going to be a longer vlog than usual. Usually we're like 8 to 10 minutes. This is going to go for a while. So if y'all want to stick around, that's what we're going to do. If not, thanks for being here. But we're going to go into town, I think.
Maybe get something to snack on. We kind of forgot our
lunch food. We did okay. No, we brought lunch food. We brought bread and turkey.
We just don't have anything to go with the bread.
Just no cheese. Just no mayonnaise.
It would be like a very boring sandwich, just like a dry
yummy
sandwich.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Good thing we're close to a town. All right. Welcome to Bryson City. So you got all these little fun little stores and stuff. There's just so much like character to these little towns. Like this one was super cool. So we just thought we'd come explore a little bit. I sure hope it doesn't rain, because that looks ominous. So you got all, like there's just a ton of stuff down this little strip. I mean, those are all restaurants, retail stores, attractions. Just one of those places to be cool. You come spend the night at an inn or a little hotel and stay the night and kind of explore the town. Is that a good enough snack?
It is a good snack. There's a lot of cheese.
Hey, 6 miles, you deserve these, okay? Are you happy now?
I'm happy.
Is it good?
It is.
When you have like real ice cream, it just hits the spot. Not like Dairy Queen, none of that fake stuff. It's real, authentic ice cream. So this is the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad. Very cool. There's so many trips it takes. Babs sound like an adult only one. It was during Christmas or something, the holidays, and during fall. It's like, it is just gorgeous, the area this train goes. All right, Bryson, pretty cool.
I like the little town.
It'd be cool to come stay and kind of see this in fall or even summer when it's really packed.
I mean, it's pretty busy for the second weekend in May.
I agree. All right, cruise over to Cherokee now. Okay, see, this is like the fun part about like checking all these new little spots. You find all these rad little spots. I don't know what Darnell Farms is, but we're about to go find out right now.
Mm-hmm. Some strawberries.
Strawberries. I bet they have strawberries.
Maybe.
I don't know why we're whispering, but let's go find out. Okay, that was cool.
I thought that was really cool.
Cool little random stop. Definitely, if you got kids and family, that is a cool place to go. That's a quite the family place to like have fun. Like if we were going home tonight, like you said.
If we were going home, I would have got some strawberries. I would have got some stuff to take back.
awesome place.
Unfortunately, we're not.
It's so funny, we ran into somebody that watches the channel. I think they're on this side in North Carolina, but they had watched a bunch of the videos and stuff, so it's always fun when you go to like these small little random one-off places and you run into somebody
Someone that watches our channel.
that watches the channel. It's so cool. All right, now Cherokee. Grandpap, we're at your casino. This is a far drive for a casino, bud.
For an old man like you.
And they don't have any like specials. A steak quesadilla for $18.99. That's not. It's not a casino.
Do they give you a senior discount at least?
They better. Should we go try our $20 hands?
We should try it.
See if we get lucky. Back for the Hoag Classic. The pasta in a bag, also known as simple dinner. Quick and easy. That was cool. Bryson City, fantastic little city. Love to come back and stay and explore a little bit more. Cherokee was Cherokee. I don't know, it's just weird going to those like Indian gift shops. I feel like they're just like cheesy tourist place. Like it's not like anything authentic Indian. Like we've stopped at some cool spots in Oklahoma and stuff for Indian stuff, but I feel like
even in Arizona, you have.
they were like there's like kids' toys and like souvenir shirts of like the same stuff you see in Gatlinburg, and
Yeah, it's just a very.
it's just, I don't know. It's kind of bum, but Harrah's big hotel, thing's nice. Can't believe Grandpap drives over here to go to the casino.
He hasn't done it in a while.
That's a good thing because he shouldn't be driving that. So that's a bad drive to go to a casino.
And he goes over the dragon, my mom said.
You ain't got no business going over there. Grandpap, you ain't got no business going over there. Stick to the roads.
Hey, that's the twisty one.
Oh. So anyways. How does salt expire? Literally the only ingredient is sea salt. It's like a mineral. Like, how does it go bad? How does it go bad? It's just salt. Are you ready for your dessert or do you want to wait?
You can wait a little while.
Babs is excited because we're doing cobbler. We're doing campfire style. I love cooking with the cast iron, the Dutch oven. It's fantastic. Camping in Boy Scouts and stuff, that's all we used. I remember Ben's dad would make like biscuits, little donuts for dessert sometimes, like fantastic stuff. So cobbler's one of the favorites. So we'll get that going here in a little bit. Takes a little bit of time. It's always hard because you can't tell when it's done. We don't have oven mints. I think I have pliers in the garage. We'll use pliers to.
In the garage?
Does it? That's the garage in the car. I've got pliers in the car, aka the mini garage. And we'll use those. So, no, it'll take about an hour to cook usually. Well, no, probably cook pretty quick here actually, because this is gonna be as easy as it gets because there's no blending, no nothing. We're just gonna dump everything in, and it's just gonna do its thing, hopefully. So Babs and I canned apples last year, so we're gonna use these apples. I'm gonna use 2 of these jars. The only thing I was worried about was liquid. Maybe we'll add some water. We'll see. I don't know. Huh? Okay, that's 2, and that's not very many apples. We're gonna pull the 3rd one out. Okay. That is 3 jars. Pretty good liquid in there, I think. Look good. We'll do that.
That's a lot of juice in there.
Yellow cake mix.
You bought the cheap brand?
Yeah. Honey, this is Boy Scouts, okay? This is how I grew up. I grew up on the cheap stuff, okay? Not all of us had a trailer.
He also eats Hamburger Helper.
Not all of us had a trailer to live in and go camping and, okay?
My parents didn't tent camp.
Okay, well, when you're a young lad, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay?
Well, you also only had a mom. I mean, he had a dad, but...
I had to have a dad. I'm here.
Well, he could have
Nowadays.
been. I'm not even gonna say it.
That's it. Yellow cake mix, just throw it on there like that. Kind of even it out just a tad. Half a cup, so we're using the whole thing. So you're just gonna slice this. You're just gonna kind of place it on there evenly in the little slices. Bam, just like that. That is it. Nothing fancy. Now, you put it on the briquettes, put your lid on, put some briquettes on top of it. That's all you need. That's looking money. We got a few over here. We're gonna save those ones. Those will be placed on top of the lid so that way the top part cooks. Problem is we got a lot of heat in there with this wood. We don't want that much heat. So I don't know what to do, if we should take that out or... Oh, it's a heavy one. Perfect. Put that on its little bed right there. I may not have the right tools, but is it getting done? That's the question.
We'll see.
Is it getting done? I'm making it happen for you, right? This is... Do you see what a process it is to do this? This is why we don't do it very often.
Tell them how you really make it.
In an oven at home for you? I'm doing all this for you, honey. It ain't for me.
I think he's lying about this because he likes this just as much as I like this. So it's not technically all for me.
I'm not saying I don't.
I can't believe you don't have a camping shovel.
I know. Well, I don't really poop very often out in the wilderness, so it's not really a need for a shovel. Okay, so we're at 20 minutes. I think it usually takes like 45 to an hour. But I don't know how hot this is and how quick it's going, so we'll probably check it. See what this looks like. I can't lift with that arm. Oh my god. Dogs. Oh. Did you see that? It looks so good. I'm so excited. My wife might actually like me tonight.
Might not sleep in the doghouse.
Nope, almost at 30 minutes. I think it's done. This is the hard part though, because we only have this and a little handle. We're gonna place it on there. That way it doesn't keep cooking. All right, ready? Are we good? Does it look fun? I think it went through the grate, but I think we're good. Alright, you ready to see how beautiful this looks? Look at that. Look at that. That is money. That is money. Look at that. You smell that? Mmm.
Well, we're not
But
sure.
that looks, look at that. Oh.
I'm not sure with those apples.
I'm so excited. I hope it tastes good.
That'll be the scary thing is we don't know what these apples are gonna
I think
taste
they're
like.
good. I think we canned all right. We're gonna find out.
I mean, it doesn't taste bad.
Pretty good.
I think we're just missing the cinnamon.
Just the cinnamon. But it tastes all right, you think?
It seems like it. First bite.
All right. So Babs approved of the cobbler. We gave some to the neighbors. He was pretty stoked on it. Now we're just cleaning it out. That's the hard part. Once it gets all crusty and stuff, trying to clean that thing out. I don't know how Ben's dad used to do it all the time, especially when we'd be camping in the middle of nowhere with whatever water you had. I'm glad it turned out.
We're good.
Glad it turned out.
We're good.
So you had a good time?
I had a great time.
Good time, Ed? Well, I think we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit, let this boil, and then call it a night. We got Mother's Day tomorrow. Babs' big day. Oh, I'm getting too much snow. That's it from the Smokies.